101.1 Smartfm, the spirit of Indonesia. We are still here with BPEC. BPEC.
Wow, bright and breezy.
Oh my God, clap hand. Thank you guys. Okay, my next question. Okay, you. Um, I imagine Ale. Ale. No, 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 that's a brand. Sorry. Okay. Do you have some suggestion or tips or trick how someone how to say to anticipate like not to be someone who do or did toxic productivity?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I have one real solution. I remember reading a book called Notes from England by Arya Muhammad. That book tells us to do like to have a timeline. Like when you have a big goal, like you have to break them apart into small goals, like so that it yeah, small pieces of goals, like it could be achievable if you it could be easily achieved when you break them apart into small goals, like yeah, so it's really difficult to reach a big ambition, like we have to break them apart so that it could be achievable. I think so, like when you really want to study abroad, you have to like break them apart, like you have to study IELTS or TOEFL first, or you have to like do have a golden time, like you have to practice, for example TOEFL, you have to practice listening or structure every day, at least an hour, I think.
Okay, what about you? Your point. Do you have some suggestion to someone who, how to say, to be only productive one but not toxic productivity?
Of course.
Mhm.
First, you have to mitigate that. You do that is it is your happiness or not? It is your passion or not? Because sometimes I guess that toxic productivity, the moment people ask you to do that, you have the sense of obligation to done it, right? So it means you are, maybe you can say that that person is people pleasant also. So right, so the moment you how to say, people ask you to do that, to do this, you have obligation to finish all that. The moment, even if actually you in the situation you cannot do that, so you have to
But the
uh,
thing is, you need to choose.
huh.
But the thing is, you need to choose.
Yeah, of course, there is we call opportunity cost.
Ah,
The moment you have choose the other option means you have to sacrifice the other option. Yeah, in the life, of course, we have to choose anyway, because you will lose both if you want to maintain all, right? Yeah, I mean, first you have to know that it is your obligation or not, your passion or not, and the last, it is your happiness. Sincerely, you want to do that or not? Because if you don't concern to do that, means you have something that actually you are unsincere to do that, and the mental issue will happen anyway. Yeah, because you are stressed anyway, right?
okay,
Yeah.
select the certain thing, right? Okay, what about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So the I think one way to prevent prevent people from toxic productivity is making to-do lists. Like you have to, when you wake up in the morning, you have to, or before bedtime, you have to like arrange what activity that you want to do tomorrow or in the morning.
To the list until 100 things.
No, it's not. It's not like that. Like
Okay,
you just
okay.
have to like what you will do in the morning,
Yeah.
afternoon,
Uh-huh.
noon, evening, and so on. And then it's not only about accomplishment, like you have to do the work, but you have to list also in that to-do list. You have to put like time that you want to spend like watching movie,
Mhm.
take rest.
Mhm.
That's also part of the to-do list.
And the most important, you can recognize that. Which
Yeah,
one
you
is
can
the-
recognize that, like which one is important, because the moment you make the to-do list, you can decide like, oh, probably will spend 1 or 2,
Mhm.
3 hours doing this. Like Alex said, like we have to break
Yeah.
the goals into several pieces to make it feasible or achievable. I think that's a good point.
Several pieces.
Yeah,
For you, one piece. No. Okay. What about
that's a
you?
movie. That's a movie.
What about you? Do you get the point?
Yes.
Okay. Come on.
I think a solution about toxic productivity is the first, make a to-do list.
Okay. Same.
Why this is important or
Mhm,
not,
mhm.
and two, maybe save your energy, your body and your mind,
Uh-huh.
not for
Taking care of yourself.
yes, and take your time.
Save energy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Turn off your lamp when you want to go to bed.
And before that, I
Uh-huh.
stop speaking. I give quotes for tonight.
Okay.
You have a
Okay.
quote?
Yes.
Okay, so bring it in.
Okay,
Like-
the quotes is living in the moment,
Uh-huh.
and enjoy your process, because the future is important, but it's more important to your life now, but not later and not in the future.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. So deep.
You open early.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's good.
That was
Okay,
good.
What about you?
So I do agree. Toxic productivity, its
Su-
benefit
suggestion.
depends on you, and yeah. So in my suggestion, first, don't force yourself. Even if like you feel happy, but you have to know about when you eating or something
Mhm.
like that. Socialization also it's very important. Even if like you don't like socialization, but you have to do that because we are a social human. We need people to help us if you have something difficult. So that's why it's my suggestion.
So the point is.
The point is don't force yourself to. If you don't do that, don't do that.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That was out of the box. That was kind of out of the box.
Yeah.
I think
Oh my god.
I like the last sentence. Okay.
Don't do that. Okay, guys, don't do that.
Okay, prepare your vocabularies, guys, your idiom, your conclusion. What about you? Do you have a suggestion about this
Suggestion.
phenomenon?
That was hilarious.
I think I have one way to do for the productive,
Mhm.
like socialize.
Mhm.
So people
Uh-huh.
needs people too. I mean, like you need
Like Achang, you need Achang
Yeah.
also.
Yeah,
And
also.
Achang needs
You need
Yeah.
Achang?
Uh-huh.
like I give them like the advice and then they pay back like that, and then we need to socialize because if you want to go work or work in other country, and then you need a channel like that, you always socialize, and then you will reach your goal like that.
Like distraction about the stress things
Yeah,
about your
stress and
obligation.
obligation.
To minimize something like
minimize,
that by
yeah.
socialization, you
Socialization.
mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dafa. That's good. Good.
It's
Okay.
simple.
Okay. Do you have a vocabularies or a conclusion?
Yeah, I have like burnout.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a noun,
Mm-hmm.
refers to like physical or mentally tired.
Mm-hmm.
So we call it burnout.
Okay, thank you. Do you have vocabularies tonight? Vocabularies, words about this topic.
Related to this topic.
Yes.
Take your time. Maybe just say,
What is that
take your time.
in Bahasa?
Gunakan waktu yang baik.
Okay. What about you? Do you have a vocabularies?
First is wake, melepaskan.
Like a
obtain,
drive?
bangun, uniform, seragam.
Uh,
I think that's it.
uniform with toxic productivity. Okay. What about you?
Me,
Seragam kantor.
No time. No time. What about you? What about you?
I got two word from brother Amal, like prevent.
Uh-huh.
Mencegah like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Prevent action.
prevent action.
Mm-hmm.
Preventing.
Preventive.
Only that?
Only that I got one.
Do you have a
word.
candy in your pocket?
Candy? No.
No. Okay. Next. Do you have some vocabularies about relate with our topic?
I think there is one idiom, maybe.
Oh, idiom. Okay.
Yeah. What goes around comes around. Like if you do good things, it will come back to you. Like my point is, like as we said before, like we are just social creature. Like we need somebody to help, and we need people to hear us. So we hear other people. So I think if you living as a social creature means you have to help people, and people will help you at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Okay. What about your vocabularies?
I have one wise word.
You like a one to singing. Like a one singing.
Yeah. Yeah. Exhale. Man, man propose,
Mhm.
God propose.
What? What?
Manusia merencanakan, Tuhan yang ganda.
Okay, we need one final statement, maybe from you, Amal, before we close our meeting tonight.
Final statement.
Yes.
I think I don't have final statement.
Okay, make it fast, please.
So it is this related to BPC or what?
Whatever.
Whatever. So I think I'm going to talk about our discussion, like
Mhm.
wrap it up. For smart listener outside there, life is not always about achievement.
Mhm.
You can compare yourself, like, oh, my brother achieved more than me, or my classmate achieved more than me,
Mhm.
my co-worker accomplished more work than me. But life is not like that, because at the end of the day you have to enjoy yourself, you have to enjoy your time. It's not about racing, it's not about how how accomplishment you have. It's about how you enjoy the life, how you enjoy the time.
Okay, thank you, Amal. Give a applause for us.
Yay.
Okay, that's all our conversation tonight about toxic productivity with BPEC, yeah, Benteng Panynyua English Club. Thank you so much, guys, because you are coming here in
Yeah.
in our
Thank you so
second
much.
home. Thank you, Aini. Thank you, Dafa. Thank you, Ale. Thank you, Fahrul. Thank you. Thank you, Amal, and thank you for myself.
Thank
That's
you,
our
everyone.
conversation. See you next week.
Bye bye.